On the dividend news, we'll go ahead and start off with the bad one, which Paramount Group did end up cutting its dividend by 54.8%. I believe that is a REIT, guys, ticker symbol PGRE. On the good side though, guys, we did get Darden Restaurants, which hiked its dividend by 8.3%, DRI, ticker symbol. We look as well, we did get a nice dividend hike from Kroger. If you are invested in Kroger, by 11.5%. This actually marks the 17th consecutive year of dividend increases. Again, ticker symbol is KR. And then guys, I figured you guys might find this interesting as well. This is the top 10 worst aristocrats year to date. So you guys can pause it here if you're interested in looking at those. We also have as well the top 10 best performing dividend aristocrats year to date. What's up everybody, this is Antonio here to bring you episode 192 of the portfolio update. So you guys already know it's Sunday, it's time to go over the portfolio, what we bought, what we sold, what dividends came in, what options we placed, what options we had to manage, and in general, remember guys, how much we grew the dividend snowball. Because remember that every single time we come back, every single Sunday, our main focus is to try to get this to our monthly dividend income by about $325 is our major goal for 2023, which I think we're gonna achieve it, hopefully this video or the following Sunday, but we'll see where that places us guys. But yeah, in this video I will also be going over 5 companies that are expected to announce a dividend raise in the month of July. Typically they have announced a raise around that month, so I will be going over that. I was actually planning to cover, one of the subscribers asked if I could go over covered calls, but I'm gonna have to push that out maybe next Sunday or the following Sunday, so sorry about that, just because it would make the video way longer, but I definitely will get to it guys. But anyways, you'll see here on the annual dividends here, you'll see that 2023 guys, we're so far for the annual dividends, we're at $1,177.38. What's really cool is because all 12 months of 2019 we've already surpassed that guys in about 6 months. Well, technically it'd be 5 months because we have not added the month of June's dividends yet, but it's really cool to see this, and by the time we add June we should see this way higher. If we look at the quarterly dividends guys, you'll see that we're at $358.03, completely passive income guys. We're still waiting to wrap up the month of June. I believe we should be wrapping it up by next week, and I'll make a video to show you guys how much we made in total, which will be very awesome to see. So if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing with that bell notification, and if you don't mind dropping a big thumbs up to all the viewers, definitely goes a long way guys. Definitely appreciate it, and it helps out the channel. But yeah, we'll see where that goes guys. And then on the options premium, you'll see that we're at $206.22 for the month of June. We still have about 1 more week, and again for the monthly income we're trying to make, we'll see how much we end up by the end of the video where we're at. But again guys, we do have goals, we check them every single Sunday. First goal is to reach about 20,000 subscribers. So again, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing with the notification. Definitely goes a long way, and you are contributing to this goal. Again, this one is all up to all my new viewers, new subscribers, and definitely appreciate it. Goal number 2, which is the one that I think we will be achieving hopefully this video or the next Sunday, is to reach about $325 per month on average, completely passive guys. We don't have to do absolutely nothing for that, and I think it's going to be awesome when we do reach it. And then goal number 3 is to reach $118,000 invested of my own money. If we look right here guys, we've invested $114,000 of my own money. We have about $4,000 more to go. Goal number 4 is to dollar cost average $100 every single week at a minimum. I'll show you guys when we jump over to the Schwab account that we did contribute at least $100. And then goal number 5 is to drip an additional $100 of my own money whenever a company goes ex-dividend date or is about to go ex-dividend date. That way we can capture the dividend for that new for that quarter, and hopefully it compounds much faster. Goal number 6 is to make $400 per month on average selling options. I think we're trying to aim around that, so I think we're a little bit above it. And then goal number 7, which we added towards I believe a month ago, was to get SCHD positioned to 1,000 shares. We'll see where that goes, guys. We've been buying more and more. If we look at the dividend payout, these are the companies I'm still waiting for the month of June. Going to be pretty awesome. I believe SCHD did announce a dividend, so they did go ex-dividended, and I believe they announced 66 cents, but we'll see it. We'll kick off these scripts and towards the end of the video, and we'll see when SCHD pops up. But it's really cool. Then we'll start off July, and then we're already getting dividends for September, so pretty cool to see that. Again, here on the options, we've made so far $4,824.49 in the total year, and we still have a couple more months to go, so pretty cool to see there. And then again, guys, we do come back every single week and see that. But let's go ahead and get started, guys. So you'll see that the portfolio is at $202,995.10. Changed about $905.29, which is about 0.44% in the red on the day change. And then on the 2-year change, which again, I've been investing since 2019, but I've only had the Schwab account for about almost a year, which is about $14,884.86, which is about 7.91%. Again, this is showing a 2-year change. But if we do look at the positions, you'll see we are up by 8.137% in the green, which is roughly around $86,000, almost $87,000 there. We do have about $9,320 in our cash balance. This is going to be going towards SCHD, selling some cash secured puts there. And then you'll see here, guys, that currently I do have 2 covered calls on Apple. I'm deep in the money on these. We're actually rolling these. These don't expire till the September. We'll see what happens with this. I see a lot of my tech company positions I do have. They're extended in the charts, so I'm hoping to have a nice pullback and then I can roll up. We'll see if that ever plays out. But you'll see here we have JP Morgan and Altria over 100 shares, so I'll be placing some covered calls next week on that to collect some premium. We do have Microsoft here. We do have a covered call that I'm deep in the money as well, so this one I've been managing. And then as well on Nvidia, we'll be seeing what happens with this one. We'll also have here a couple other positions I do have that I'm bullish on, that I'm gonna try to accumulate to 100 shares, and then we can enable covered call selling for these. Then here, guys, we do have 672 shares, almost 673 shares of SCHD, almost having invested about $49,000. So we're still down in the red on this one, slightly, about what is it, 3% or so. And then if we look, we have a cash secured put on SCHD for $69 strike price. That expires till the 21st of July. They paid us about $30 for this one, so as long as SCHD closes above $69, we will keep the $30. But if it closes below $69 on the 21st of July, then we get assigned 100 shares at $69, which is a win for me because I do want to accumulate more shares. But I also keep the $30, so it's a win-win for me, especially since I want to accumulate more SCHD for the long term. Then we also have another covered call, not a covered call, cash secure put on SCHD, same exact expiration date, but just a $70 strike price. So we collected, I believe, what, $50? No, that's the market value. So I was actually wrong on this. I was looking at the wrong column. So we collected $25, and then we also collected $20, so about $45 for these cash secured puts. We're gonna keep anyways, so that's almost one share of SCHD that we can accumulate from these premiums, so pretty cool to see there. But if we look at the performance, you'll see that we are up by $7,626.86. We slowly been going in the green, guys. We were in the red back in October, and so big difference there. If we look here at 3.77% in the green, and then again, long term, we've been investing for the long term here. And then on the investment income, we're roughly projected to make $4,145.91, which about averages out to about $345.49 per month. July, we're projected to make about $265.27. August, which is going to be our weakest, $108. And then September, $661.05. The third month of every quarter for me is the biggest, heaviest dividend paying out month, which is awesome to see. And then guys, if we look at the history here, I do have it to start filtering out from the 19th of June all the way to the 24th. So pretty cool to see here. If we go to the very bottom, you'll see here that we do have starting off on the 20th of June, we did a sell to open. So I sold a covered call on JP Morgan for $145 strike price that expired on the 23rd. And then they paid us $14 after fees, so pretty cool. I believe that one did expire worthless, as you saw in the positions that we do have 100 shares. And then you'll see here on the 20th, the Waste Management dividend dripped. So it dripped about 0.3 shares. And then guys, on the 21st, I ended up buying SCHD, so I bought 5 shares at about $71.90, spending about $359.50. And then you'll see here that I did transfer $100 to dollar cost average into the portfolio every single week, no matter what the market's doing. And then on the 23rd, I actually had to manage my positions. So I did a roll on Nvidia. So I did a buy to close. I bought back the old covered call that was a 160 strike price that expired on the 23rd. I actually ended up paying $26,000. $26,713, and then I ended up doing a sell to open, same exact strike price, but rolled it out 1 week till the 30th of June. They paid me $26,730, so the difference here, what is that, $17 or so, 16 is what we made in this roll. And then on the 23rd as well, we got the Lockheed Martin dividend, which was a juicy $95.88, guys. Completely passive. Didn't have to do anything for this. And then we wrapped it up by actually rolling our Microsoft covered calls. So we did a buy to close, bought back the $275 strike price covered call that expired on the 23rd, and we paid $6,122.66. And then we did a sell to open covered call on Microsoft, $275. We went out all the way till July 7th of 2023. They actually paid us about $6,171.29. So the difference is kind of what we got to keep. Maybe about $49, $50, I believe, is what we made here. So pretty great to see. Let's go ahead and see how much we made in dividends, completely passive. You'll go ahead and click on this calculate dividends, and guys, we made $95.88 only dividend from Lockheed Martin. Very powerful passive income there. And then guys, let's go ahead and jump over to the 5 companies that are expected to raise their dividend, or I guess announce a dividend raise in the month of July. So I'll see you guys over there. All right guys, so number 1 on the list is ticker symbol Kellogg Companies. I do have this organized by the 5-year CAGR, so the last one will be the highest 5-year CAGR increase. So ticker symbol companies trading around $65.16. If we scroll to the very bottom, again, they are in the consumer staples sector. Dividend yield is a 3.62% dividend yield. Annual payout is $2.36. So for every share you do own, you'd get paid $2.36. Payout ratio is 55.56%. So they have quite a bit of room to grow this. And then 5-year CAGR is very low, a 1.79%. And then on the dividend growth, guys, we do have about 18 years is what this is showing. They do pay out quarterly, which is the dividend frequency, and they pay out 59 cents there. If we look here at the dividend history, I can kind of show you, even though Seeking Alpha kind of changed the layout here, it makes it a lot harder to see. But we'll look here, you'll see that if we kind of look at 2022, they were paying 58 cents on the second quarter, and then on the third quarter they were paying 59 cents, so they raised it. We're waiting for the third quarter, so hopefully we can kind of see the raise there. They're not very consistent on the raise when they do it, but if we kind of like just follow this 2022 as an example, they did announce that around July 29th, 2022. So maybe we might see a dividend raise from Kellogg's towards the end of July. Let's go ahead and move on to number 2, which is WBA, Walgreens Boots Alliance, currently trading about $31.40. If we look at the dividend summary, they are in the consumer staples. Dividend yield is a whopping 6.11%, and then on the annual payout is a 1.92%, $1.92. I'm not sure why I keep saying percentage and keep mixing it. I'm sorry about that, guys. But yeah, for every share you do own, they would pay you $1.92 annually. Payout ratio is 47%, which they have room to grow this. 5-year CAGR is a 3.71%, so not a huge 5-year CAGR. Again, my type of companies I invest are double-digit 5-year CAGRs because the compounding will be very awesome in the following years. Dividend growth is 30 years is what this is showing, and then they do pay out 48 cents every single quarter, so pretty cool to see. If we go look at here at the dividend history, we can look at this. So if we look at 2021, you'll see that they were paying 46 cents on the second quarter. On the third quarter, they paid 47 cents, so they raised it on the third quarter. If we look at 2022, second quarter they were paying 47 cents, and then on the third quarter 48 cents. So if we look over here to the right on the declared date, you'll see that the third quarter is July 13th 2022, and then July 13th 2021. So we should hopefully see a raise from WBA if they do plan to raise it around the 13th of July of 2023. Let's go ahead and move on to the third one, guys, which is Stanley Black & Decker, ticker symbol SWK, currently trading about $87.81. If we look at the dividend summary, they are in the industrial sector. Dividend yield is a 3.64%. Annual payout is $3.20. Payout ratio, I'm not sure if this is correct, but it's 157.92%. If this is correct, maybe they won't be raising the dividend. They could potentially actually cut it there. 5-year CAGR is a 4.89%. Dividend growth, it's showing that 54 years there, and then they do pay out quarterly, which is 80 cents per quarter. And then we'll look at here at the dividend history. You'll see that if we look at 2021, for example, Q2 70 cents, Q3 79 cents, so they raised it in Q3. If we look at 2022, 79 cents for Q2, and then Q3 80 cents. And then if we look to the right for the declared, we'll see that July 20th 2022, and then July 21st 2021. So potentially July 20th or 21st is when we potentially could see a raise, if they do plan to raise it, of course. And then let's go ahead and move on to the fourth one, guys, which is Morgan Stanley, ticker symbol MS, currently trading about $83.58. And then if we scroll to the very bottom, they are in the financial sector. Dividend yield is a 3.71%. Annual payout is about $3.10. And then payout ratio is 50.72%. 5-year CAGR is a whopping 25.39%, guys. Huge 5-year CAGR there. And then dividend growth is 9 years. Quarterly is what their frequency is on payouts, which is about 78 cents per quarter. If we look here on the dividend history, then we can kind of see, if we look at 2021, Q2 they were paying 35 cents, Q3 they were paying 70 cents, huge raise there. And then on 2022, Q2 70 cents, and then Q3 77 cents. If we scroll to the right, you'll see that Q3 lands around July 14th, 2022, and then July 15th, 2021. So potentially the middle of July is when we should see a raise from Morgan Stanley if they do plan to raise it. Let's move on to the last one, guys, which is GS, the Goldman Sachs group, another bank here. If we look, they are in the financial sector. Dividend yield is a 3.18%. Annual payout, they pay out $10 annually, and then payout ratio is 33.82%. Huge room to grow this. 5-year CAGR, guys, is also a whopping 26.81%. 5-year CAGR, dividend growth is 11 years here. And then they do pay out quarterly, which they pay out $2.50 for every quarter, for every share you do own quarterly. And then dividend history here. If we scroll to the bottom, you'll see that 2021 Q2 1.25, so $1.25 they were paying, and then they raised it to $2 on Q3. Q2 they were paying $2, and then Q3 they raised it to $2.50. And if we look over here to the right, Q3 lands on July 14th, 2022, and then also July 12th, 2021. So right around the middle of July is when we should see a raise from Goldman Sachs if they do plan to raise it. But this is all the 5 companies, guys. Let me know if you own any of these. Definitely would be interested. Let's go ahead and jump over to the Google Sheets so that we can actually wrap this video up. And yeah, so if we go over here to the options, guys, again, you'll see that we do have June $206.22 so far is what we've made. We'll see, we have one more week to see where we end up with this one. And then if we look, last week we did make $79.44, which comes out to total, if we include the past couple months, $4,824. Pretty great return there. I can't complain, especially because we're collecting crumbs on these positions we've just been holding. And then if we look at the dividend payout, you'll see that we do have a couple companies. Let's go ahead and see if any companies pop up. So we'll go here, portfolio tools, get latest dividends. This will get wiped. It'll go out and find out the new companies in my portfolio. I do have tutorials for all this stuff. Again, all I ask in return is that you're subscribed with that notification, and definitely would appreciate it. But here, guys, you'll see SCHD finally did go ex-dividend date, and the ex-dividend date was the 21st of June, and then the payout is the 26th of June. So that is next week on Monday is when we should get a juicy payout for SCHD. Let me know in the comment section if you own SCHD and you're expecting to get this massive dividend. And then the difference between the payouts in the quarter is 11.43% increase from the 60 cents they were paying. So pretty cool to see there. And then, guys, we also got I believe Lockheed Martin as well, and we got Nvidia, Union Pacific, Altria, JP Morgan, Starbucks, Microsoft. So pretty awesome to see that. And then if we look at the settings here, we can go ahead and get rid of this, and that way we can jump over to Empower, grab the latest version of our portfolio, and then we can see how much we grew the dividend snowball, guys. So I'll see you guys over there. All right, guys, so we're here at Empower in my Schwab account. You'll see this green button, click on it, copy holdings. This copies the content of my portfolio that contains all the purchases from this past week. We can jump back over here to the Google Sheets, pay special values, and then we should have the latest positions. If we go over here to holdings, this is the old snapshot from last week. We'll go ahead and go to portfolio tools, update for holdings. Once this gets once we click on this will get wiped, and it'll parse out the new stuff we just pasted. I do have tutorials for all this stuff, again, guys, completely available for free. But let's go ahead and click on it, update portfolio holdings, and you'll see it get wiped out. And it's taking a little bit longer, so there we go. Let's go in there, and guys, we'll just wait to see how much we grew the dividend snowball. So look, guys, pretty awesome to see. I think it's a new milestone there on the dividend yield. 2.01% projected dividend yield compared to 1.89%. I believe that is because potentially some of the portfolio did go down in value on the yield on cost. We are at 3.83 3.83% compared to 3.72% on the yearly. We're projected to make roughly $4,085.87 compared to $3,890. So a huge jump, and I believe that is from the payout of SCHD, which went from 60 cents to 66 cents on the monthly. Guys, we have finally surpassed our goal that we had for 2023, which was reached $325 per month average, which is roughly now we're projected to make $340.49 compared to $324.19 here, guys. Pretty cool to see, huge jump there. And we've been heavily buying SCHD. Again, SCHD doesn't have the best consistent payout every single quarter, so potentially next quarter they could pay a little bit less, and that would bring our average down. But in general, they do go up in the couple years. They do have a nice 5-year CAGR. And then we look at the weekly there. We're projected to make $78.57 compared to $74.81. On the day, guys, $11.19 every day now. Pretty cool. On the hourly, guys, 47 cents every single hour compared to 44 cents. So 3 pennies raised there. And then on the hourly work wage, guys, this is if our portfolio was to go work a 40-hour work week, they would get paid an hourly rate of $1.96 compared to $1.87. So huge difference here, about a 9-penny raise. Pretty cool to see. I guess the portfolio was doing such a great job. We're gonna eventually try to get this to minimum wage. We'll see how long that takes, but we're really close to $2, guys, per hour on the portfolio. Yeah, this is actually all I have for you guys. We hit a huge milestone today, and we finally it's just pretty awesome. $340 per month on average if we assume that SCHD will pay us 66 cents every single quarter. Pretty great. Yeah, this is actually all I have for you guys. Again, don't forget to subscribe with that bell notification. Help me reach that 20,000 subscriber mark goal that we do have. Drop a big thumbs up on the video. Definitely helps out the channel a lot, and it means a lot to me because you guys are helping out. And yeah, this is actually all I have for you. Let me know in the comment section if you own any of the 5 companies that will be announcing dividend raises in the month of July, or as well if you do own SCHDs, and you'll be getting paid out on Monday on the 26th of June with SCHD because it did go ex-dividend. And yeah, if you stuck all the way to the very end, let me know by dropping a hashtag raises, because guys, we are expected to get some juicy raises in the month of July. We'll see what happens. I will talk to you guys later. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye, guys.